Welcome to the Ordinary Guy Garage. It's a big, exciting day here. Oh, by the way, I'm Scott, an ordinary guy. That's Bean, an ordinary kid. Not really, but anyways, that is Bean. And we got the Jr Dragster motor back from Huddleston Performance out in Tennessee. And even though we have no word on when or how or why or anything about the track and when we're gonna race, we figured let's go ahead and get this engine, motor, whatever you want to call it, unbolted out of the shipping crate and put into the dragster. So anyways, this Bean, say hi.
Hello.
He's going to be doing most of the work as he usually does on his car, and I supervise and step in where I can. So anyways, like I said, right now he's just unboxing. We're going to get that unboxed, get everything all laid out, and then we'll come up with a game plan. All right, so I'll go over some of the parts. We got them all cleaned up and laid out. You can see Bean in the background over there, still polishing up a few things and getting that ready to go. And this is what we had done. The carburetor, which is a, what is this? A Mikuni, I believe it's a 33. They freshened this up, put a new needle and seat and gaskets, whatever, I don't know. They did that. Of course, we got the air filter for it. We got our engine supports right here. The plate's already on there. The other thing they do is they freshen up the clutch, put new springs and ramps or whatever they need to do inside of here. So that's good, ready to go. Fresh spark plug. Now the engine here, what we have is, this is a Blockzilla. It's a bit obsolete. It's an older version of, you know, a Junior motor, but the way I see it, this is Bean is 12, going to be 13 this year, and he'll probably race for one more year on this, and then he's going to go into a car, because you could race at 14 in NHRA, you know, so he may do that, I don't know. So I didn't want to buy another motor. I just had this one gone through, you know, the whole $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a Junior motor. We just had this freshened up. So that being said, it still wasn't cheap. They put in a new crankshaft, new connecting rod, new piston, bearings, all new fuel lines. So it should run really good. This is an 890 is what he runs. So what happened with this, when we first got it, it ran about an 890 a few years back, and then it just started going down slower and slower. And at that time we had a throttle stop on it. And so I backed off the throttle stop just a couple years ago, and it was running, you know, 920s, 930s, and just progressively got slower and slower. So, oh, also he put a new camshaft and all that in there too, and maybe the valves. I can't remember, but it was a few bucks to have it done. But anyways, it should be a lot of fun. So we have everything out. We're about ready to go drop it in, and I'll move the camera over there to the back of the car, and we'll get that started. All right, he's bringing over the engine right now to set it in. Get over there. You gotta go straight down. There's, keep going. Studs. Right here. Studs. Good. Put those in. Put these nuts on. Put these nuts on.
And you will look at the letter in the
Oh, that's right. Those are a pain to get in there.
Yeah. A little bit more.
You got it in? Do I feel better? Feel the fan?
Yeah.
It's starting to get warm in here.
Yeah.
How does that fit? It should fit. Oh, you gotta get it on the bearing before you tighten it up. Oh, you know what? I gave you the wrong one. My fault. Heck of a parts guy I am, huh? See, it's got a bigger for that bearing to rub in. That's the right one. Probably not.
Yep, it's the right one.
Alright, go ahead and take it out. Put this ready to go on.
Alright. Oh, you put oil in there?
Oh, there's oil in there?
Yeah.
Really? Think it's real to do it? Holy moly, it does. I got a couple of those. Got a little tiny one. Oh, that's why. You said the magnet's in the way, and I wasn't thinking about what you were saying.
Yeah.
And then I just went back over the wrench, and the magnet grabbed the wrench out of my hand. All right, back out. Over here. I'll swap this over. If you want to clean the oil up on that, I'll go ahead and swap that thing over.
Okay.
Ooh, careful with it.
Yep.
It's heavy, huh? Not necessarily, just awkward when you hold it out a ways. So what happened was there was an oil plug in it, and we have a quick drain on it, and you can't get the quick drain on with it bolted to the motor plate, so we had to pull it back off again and take the plug out and put the drain on. So we get to redo everything again. He gets to redo everything again. put it all back together. So anyways, that's where we're at. Okay, so I left you a couple wrenches over there. That, that guard right there, the belt guard, that has to go on before we can put the clutch on.
Alright.
Because I learned that, just like we learned about this,
Oh.
there's a nut or a bolt that goes right in there. And I put the clutch on, and then I go, oh man, how am I gonna get that inside to pull it all back apart again? So you might wanna take that off first.
Wait, I didn't tighten that down yet.
Oh, I just did.
Oh.
Tightened it down for you. This is a spacer that we had to turn on blade,
Oh.
remember?
Yeah, now I took the old one and made it into a ring.
Yeah, turn it into a ring.
That's pretty cool.
Got a nut and bolt over there, I'm not quite sure where they go. Well, not nut and bolt, a nut and washer. We'll
Where-
figure it out.
Where's the nut and washer?
No, I have one over there, I'm not sure where it goes. It might have just got put in the box.
Oh yeah, we have there's a lot of nuts and washers that we used to, mount this to the box. Oh, I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna get this one in.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's in the right there. Oops.
All set.
So then we got. So that's on. Okay, so this piece, remember, it sits in there. So that's gotta go in. So let's see, this is on and tight. We need to do, the carburetor can go on. This comes out.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, so here, go ahead and put that on, I'll find the screw for that.
This does not fit.
What?
This doesn't fit.
Oh. That one doesn't fit, it must be one of the metric ones. Either that or one of the, just grab one of those metric drivers.
Okay, there it is. Maybe this one. Yep.
Okay, hold on, let's get one of the screws in here first. Go tighten it in. Okay. Throttle cable can go on.
Alright.
I'll trade places with you.
Yeah.
Just tighten the pipe up top. I'll hold this one. The other tighten. There we go. They can be a kind of a pain to get on there. A little bit of finesse is what it is. You got, and you know, it's hard because the filter is at an angle. So if you kind of get it on, and don't try to, here, let me show you. Let me show you and then you can do it. Get it on, and then twist it,
Oh.
and then it'll go on.
Okay.
I'll twist it, yeah. There you go.
I'll do like that.
Like that? This, our spark plug goes in. This goes underneath the spark plug. This actually gets zip tied. This is for your tachometer. This actually gets zip tied to the to that, and then this here
This goes
under the
under?
spark plug,
and that goes on top.
and this goes in here
Oh.
and then down on there.
Alright.
And what that does is when you pull your mechanical kill, it grounds out the spark plug.
Alright.
So,
So let's do that.
so the spark plug can go in right now. We've got to hook up that kill switch down at the bottom, and then we're about there. And that thing sits in there. See that little groove? Let's just sit inside that groove. Okay. You don't want to do anything beyond just a snug. Yep, that's it. That's all you need. In there. And so what you have is mechanical. When you pull the cable, that'll kill it.
Yeah.
You have the electrical one that grounds out the system down here. And then this is called, well, back here that's called a daddy switch. So that way, and basically it's for who's got you on the start line. It could be a mommy too, or a brother, or a cousin, or a friend. And what that is, they can shut it off from out here
Alright.
in the back. Or if that fails, that's what the zip tie's for. You could yank the spark plug wire off. They got this thing, so between that and all the framework and the caging, and now we gotta buy that foam, extra padding for it.
I have a helmet.
And you got, yeah, you got a helmet, you got padding, you got a roll bar, you got a fire suit, it'd be really hard to get hurt in one of these.
Yeah.
Not to say it's impossible, but
And you got restraints, so you can't move your arms farther than this.
yeah. Yeah, okay, and that's gotta get zip tied on. Now, see if you can get this on. Goes from here to the bottom of the fuel tank. All right, well, that about wraps it up for right now. As you see, Bean did most of the work, got it in there. It's only fitting since he's the one that drives it, races it, does all that stuff, that he does most of the work. The other thing that we have left to do before we can fire it up, of course, we've got to put oil in it, and we're probably gonna need to get some fresh methanol. And they don't have any because the track's not open, so blah, 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 all of that COVID stuff. So anyways, the other thing is this had a muffler on it. So it had this pipe in there, and it had really cool, I think it was a Borla muffler or something, nice polished stainless steel. Looked really cool, but the problem is when he ran down the track, I couldn't hear it. So I couldn't hear if it was running good, running bad, I couldn't hear it. So what we're gonna do is we will figure this out. I'm gonna take this pipe here, and what I wanna do is add some more to it. I talked to the guy at Huddleston, he says, you know, just make a step header, it's not a big deal. So we can do that. What Bean wants to do is run it up and put a flap on it and calls it a hater pipe. But you know what, we could probably do a version that comes out. It's got to be 24 inches total length, so we might be able to put a flap on the end. That'd be kind of cool. Anything to be a little bit different, you know, to customize things for yourself. But anyway, that's it. That's going to be it for right now. That'll be the next video. We'll do that, and then we'll get it fired up and all that. So until next time, thanks for hanging out with us, listening to us ramble on, or watching us fumble through stuff, whatever it may be. Make sure you subscribe and like and tell your friends. And in the meantime, be safe. Say be safe.
Be safe.
Take care.